Hello, everyone. Ready for another chess puzzle?
Always up for a challenge.
All right, picture this on the board. White's knight is on b4
Okay.
and a pawn on d4,
Got it.
another one on h4, and one more on c3. The bishop's on d3.
All right.
White queen's sitting pretty on f3.
Makes sense.
Her buddy, the other bishop, is over on g3.
I see.
Pawn's holding the back rank on a2, b2, and g2.
All right.
And the white king's chilling on b1 with the rook on e1.
Okay, got the picture for white. What about black?
So black's king is hanging out on c8,
Okay.
guarded by rooks on d8 and g8.
Solid.
Pawns all lined up on b7, f7, a6, c6, e6, and f5. Knight standing ready on d7, another on a5.
Right.
The black queen's keeping an eye on things from e7,
Gotcha.
and a bishop waiting on g7.
Okay, so quite a crowded board. Black's king looks pretty well protected. What do you think?
Yeah, at first glance, you'd think he's untouchable.
Right. But there might be a crack in that defense. You see anything interesting?
Well, the white queen and bishop on f3 and d3, they have control of some pretty dangerous diagonals, right?
Exactly.
They're blocked by black's pieces, right?
Yeah. So the real puzzle is how can white open up those attack paths?
I don't see an immediate clear path. What's the solution here?
Think outside the box a little. Sometimes the best offense involves a surprising sacrifice.
Sacrifice. You mean like giving up a piece?
Precisely. Take a look at that black knight on a5. Tempting target, isn't it?
Yeah, you can take it easily enough. But what's the point? I don't see any immediate gain from that.
Well, what if capturing that knight wasn't the goal in itself? What if it was about what it unlocks?
Okay, now you've got me interested. You're saying taking the knight opens up something else.
Exactly. Picture this. White's knight on b4 jumps to c6.
Sacrificing itself to the black knight on a5, I get it.
Great.
So, black takes the knight on c6. Then what?
Then the white queen swoops in from f3 to c6, taking the black pawn that just moved.
Oh, I see. That opens up the long diagonal for the white bishop on d3.
Precisely. And now, with that clear path, the white bishop can deliver a checkmate on a6.
Wow, that's sneaky. So, the answer is knight b4 to c6, black knight a5 takes knight c6, white queen f3 to c6, black pawn b7 to c6, white bishop d3 to a6, checkmate.
There you have it. A brilliant sacrifice to set a trap, opening the crucial diagonal for the bishop and leading to checkmate.
Thanks for breaking that down for me. That was a tough one.
You got it. Always a pleasure to dive into these puzzles.
And thank you all for listening. Catch you on our next deep dive.